Hi, this is Debbie with Book and BuJo, where I talk about all things books, bullet journals, and stationery. Join me today as I set up my bullet journal for August. Let's start with a little flip through of January. So it's still a little bit early in the month. I had my sewing theme, my monthly calendar and kind of dashboard for the month, my gratitude log, my workout tracker, meditation, and EFT tapping. Then we have my Devo trackers, my TBR tracker. It's just all the books that I finished. I just keep a little track here, and then I do all the details in my reading journal. My cleaning tracker and my habits. And then my weekly dashboard here, and then my dailies. So I feel like the amount of space for the most part works pretty good. There's a couple days where I need a little extra space, but not too bad. And I'm keeping track of my weather up here instead of having the big weather tracker up top. And I do have my master plan and my action plan here. And then of course the rest of my weeklies. And then things that I've been watching. So favorites so far, Old Guard 2, that was great. If you haven't seen the first one, I love it. I've also read the comics for this series as well. And then season 3 of Squid Game, we're partway through. We are also watching, which I haven't added in here yet, we are watching Stargate Atlantis. And we are on season 1 right now. And of course, we've seen it a couple times. We actually own all of the entire series for SG-1 and Atlantis. Love them. Some of our favorites. And then now we're going to be moving into August. And let's go ahead and go over some supplies. So this is my Archer and Olive A5 notebook in the dot grid with the white pages. I actually am getting kind of in the mood to go into some blackout pages again, but I am struggling to find anyone that has blackout paper for the entire notebook. I mean, I'd be fine with like a half and half, like with the white and the black. I just don't want the craft paper as part of it, because it's not my favorite paper to work with. But my standard tools that I always use, my corner rounder, my glue stick. I have my Tombow mono correction tape because there's usually somewhere where I mess up on a date or something, so have those. And then I also have my sticker tweezers as well as my vintage scissors. And the scissors are from Journal Say. And then of course my sticker adhesive removing of the backing of stickers. Sticker mat. My eraser, the nub is gone, and now I got the half one. I still think those are multiplying. I keep finding more. And then my nub pencil holder with my little nub of a pencil, which I do need to sharpen that soon. Okay, and then the possibilities of things that I'm going to use. I have some of the papers that go along with it, and I did use some craft paper here from my Archer and Olive notepad, which I have this one here. Now it's nice so you can take these out, and then it has just little pegs that go through back to the other side. And I was able to add some of the smaller pages. I had just a few left from one that was, I think it was just white and black and craft paper in this one. And I just had a couple of white pages left, but I was able to add it to this one. And then let's see, what else do I have in here? I have some more little Journal Say papers, some more. Here's some of the green from that set, that notepad set. And then some more craft paper, and then these these papers here are from the Reading Time ephemera book. And I will link everything down below in case you are interested in checking them out. And then I have some more stickers from Journal Say that I plan to use as well, kind of throughout. There's some others, and then I have a couple of little random washi tapes. I think I got those from my mom from something she had. And here's another. And then some more papers from Journal Say, some little stickers, and another little reading time ephemera page. And I think that is it. I had this one in there, but I don't know if I'm actually going to use this one or not. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Probably not, but maybe. I also have my Q-Fun Laminator here that I will be using for a couple of pages, which is going to be super fun. We'll see how it works out. I also am using this Have a Good Day one that's a lot of home goods type stickers. This one is also from Journal Say. And I will leave my discount code in the description box below in case you would like to use that. It's code Debbie, and you will get 8% off your order from Journal Say. And that discount is stackable with any of their sales. And then again, to kind of match these, I have some Kuretake Zig Clean Color dot markers in the kind of like a denim blue, kind of a mustard yellow, and then this nice light brown. I have a couple of Tombos in the 991 from the pastel pack. I have the 062 and the 990, which is that nice kind of light brown that's really good for like second line highlights. I have a couple of Pentel Sign brush pens. Those are all the Pentel Sign. This one is a touch. I still don't really know what the difference is between the Sign and the touch. They seem pretty similar to me, but if you know, let me know down in the comments. But I have a couple of different blues and a couple of different browns. And then I have a couple of Right Tech Sign brush pens in these kind of vintage and denim blues. And then I have a couple of Right Tech dual color gel pens, which are so much fun. I'll most likely just use this kind of brownish color, which goes, and not the green, possibly the green, but maybe, maybe not. And then this blue and the brown, which goes with all of these colors as well. So those are my planned supplies. We'll see how much of it I use. All right, let's get started. I will need to start with this guy. And let me get my cutting mat. So I have my cutting mat and my Staedtler art knife. Now I have heard someone pronounce this Staedtler. How do you pronounce it? Staedtler or Staedtler? I've always done Staedtler. I don't know. All right, here. So my theme this month is windows, if you couldn't tell from some of the different supplies that I'm using. So I'm going to cut out a window frame from here, and then we're going to laminate it and then use it as a tip-in into my journal. So we'll see how it goes. And now for a final flip through. Here is my August theme of windows, and I have the quote, "Tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet." And that is by Anne Shirley from Anne of Green Gables, which was written by Lucy Maud Montgomery, one of my favorite books. And I did use my Q-Fun laminator to do all of the windows, which is kind of fun. Makes it a little more authentic. And also from Anne of Green Gables by Anne Shirley, "True friends are always together in spirit." And then I have August and August rain, "The best of the summer gone, and the new fall not yet born, the odd uneven time," Sylvia Plath. And then my August calendar, I kind of wanted to have this look like a big bank of windows, but I think it looks just like a bookcase instead, but that's okay, I'll take it. My verse of the month is Psalm 68:19. "Blessed be the Lord who daily bears us up. God is our salvation." Selah. I have my moon phases down here, and then I will put some events down here as well as on the calendar, and then of course I always put the tea that I drink on my calendar page. And then I have my window here. I kind of I wanted to make sure I got this in here with enough for it to stick, and then didn't think about the fact that I probably should have cut some of these out here. I may still go back and do that just so you could see the owls underneath a little better, which I did here. I may come back through and do that, but I did cover it up on this side so it didn't look quite so weird with more of that green notebook paper. And this will be my gratitude page, and I just did a quick little thanks up here at the top. And then you can still see a little bit of the bookcase windows of the calendar underneath. And I have this cute little sticker from Journal Say, and that is from the Have a Good Day set. And so it has like a little kitchen scene right there, which I think works well with the windows too. And then we have my movement tracker and my meditation and EFT tracker with more of the stickers from this set. And then my Devo page and my TBR page. So I'll put books in between on here and on this shelf here. We'll see how many books end up on my TBR. So you'll have to stay tuned for TBR for August coming up. My cleaning tracker, which is the Hearth and Home, and then my habit tracker. I did really like this style of tracker where it's the 15 days on top, or 16 days on top, 15 days on the bottom, instead of doing the calendar style. I like that a little bit better. It's a little more efficient use of space for me. And then we move into my dashboard, and here I will have the different goals and things that I want to work towards in each of the different sections of life. So you have the Terra, Aqua, Ignis, Ether, Air, those ones which correlate to Hearth and Home, relationships and social, health and wellness, career and creativity, that kind of thing, and soul and senses. And then I just did a little tip in with, I had ended up having to resort to just a piece of tape on the edge so that it would freely move. And I don't think I need one on this side. I think just the one side will work. I wish I had a little bit more transparent tape. But this is what I have for now. That'll be easy to switch out, especially since this is laminated. It'll be easy to peel this off of here and put a new one on there that's a little more transparent, but that's what I had with me at the time. So that's what I used. And so you get a little living room scene here, and this looks a little bit more like artwork on the walls. And then you get kind of the outdoor scene here of this one. And I do love this little sticker from the Reading Time Ephemera book. And then we move into kind of my dailies. And so this will cover this area and down here. So I split the page in half for just 2 days. Usually I have 4 or 5 days across. And then instead of doing Dutch doors, I just did a full 4 days on each page. And then stuck some stickers in here. I'll have my weather, the high and the low, sunrise and sunset, and then the moon phase for each day in here. I may go back to a different type of weekly next month. We'll see. I want to try this one out again. And plus it worked a little better with my theme of kind of that window theme. So it kind of looks a little bit like a little window. And then next month I may do some waterfall tabs instead for this section. We'll see. And this one says, in the secret garden where roses whispered their secrets to wandering souls, time stood still and dreams bloomed like delicate petals. Flower. This one's actually from the Garden Time sticker set. I just happened to have a couple of these sitting out from last month's. So this one too. So I just picked those up for here. And then I do have a couple of the really cute little Journal Say stickers as well. And then we have the last days up through the 31st. I did find a place to put my little snake, so I do still have that one there. And then, of course, this room here. And then this will be my master list and action plan. So I won't be able to see it from every page, but that's okay. It'll still be there when I need it. And then for my favorites page, things I've been watching, YouTube channels I've been watching, what I've been listening to and reading. And this could be learning as well, so not just reading and learning. So if I'm taking a class or just listening to a couple podcasts, I could put that here as well. And then just a little collage page of some of the papers and stickers I didn't get to use that I was kind of wanting to put in here, but didn't quite find a spot for it. So I made a little collage here. I may do some quotes or some other collage papers on top of here. We'll see how the month goes. I may just leave it how it is because I like how it looks. But that is the end of my August setup for my bullet journal. And thank you so much for joining me today as I set this up and played around with my laminator and just tried to come up with some other creative ideas than what I've been using. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you wanna, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other planning content. And if you made it this far in the video, leave some type of window emoji in the comments to let me know that you are here. And until next time, keep planning.